question is, how actually you start a business? There are a lot of people today, and maybe they're under pressure. There is a dream, like a seed, and we will talk about seed and harvest time. How to protect that seed? How not to despise the days of small beginnings?
Yeah. Well, first of all, don't be disappointed for a while in your life that you're working for someone else. Be patient. And while you're working for someone else, make sure you're learning all the lessons that you can while you're working for them. I worked 9.5 years for a big oil company. I did not own my own business, but I grew up. I understood more about how to work with people, how to face challenges, how to deal with unhappy people. I learned a lot. I have to believe that every single job I've ever had, every encounter I have with other people is building character inside of me. Then, when it was time for me to start my own business, I am an advocate. I speak about this all over the world. Start really, really small. Start so small, maybe other people will laugh. Oh, he has business. No, don't let them laugh. That's okay.
So, first lesson is like, if you want to be a great leader, you need to be a great follower.
That's true.
You need to be faithful while you are working for someone if you want to have your own business.
Yeah, and make sure that you're not just, biding your time and you really are helping that person, that other person to be successful. There's a difference between just doing your job and doing extra to make sure that you're really, not to be appearance, not for the appearance, but so that you're really helping that person, whoever your boss is or whoever, even if they're not fair. It doesn't matter if they're not fair.
I think that I heard from Zig Ziglar, he liked to say many times, he used to quote that, if you want to succeed in life, you just need to help other people to fulfill their dreams.
I've heard that and said that many, many times. Now, once you've done that, yes, you must be open. And you must be willing, in my opinion, your very first business that you should start should not, in my opinion, should not be with any borrowed money. It'd be money that only you earned yourself, would only be small amounts, because it forces you to start very, very small. So I'll give my example. My first business was moving people, like furniture. In U.S., we have people move from one house to another house, and not everybody can lift the furniture. So I had a business, but I started with my dad's horse trailer. It was a trailer behind my car. It was so simple. It was not impressive. It was cheap. But I started learning people. So I didn't borrow any money. And the key to it is, it was a long time before I ever gained the experience that I could even think I would want to borrow money. And the reason is that when you make a mistake, which you will, you need to make the mistake as a small mistake. Many people don't even know most of my mistakes.
Yeah, so
I do.
Basically, we know, we hear this again. Don't despise the days of small beginnings.
Yes.
And another thing that you already mentioned, don't play too safe.
Yeah.
Because, people look, it is not a good time for this now. What if this happened? What if that happened? So we hear actually that a lot of people speak out from fear.
Yeah.
There is they're bound by fear. What if this happened or that happened?
Yeah.
And again, you gave a really good teaching about spirit of faith.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about it? How spirit of faith functioned in your life? How did you understood that?
Yes. You see, it fits right along with what we're saying, because you see, every step you take, depending on how big a step, is going to take some faith.
Yeah.
And I use the example of, say, somebody that went to high school, and they say, oh, I could never move away and go to university because I'm afraid. Well, no, you need to take that step of faith to take that next level. It's in the right realm. And so when it comes time for business, I know there's some people that probably should have owned their own business, but they played it too safe. And they saw the opportunity, they wanted to do it, they wanted maybe to start too big, and maybe they could have started on the side, but they never got started. So that's the spirit of faith, the faith to do it. I've had experience because I moved many, many miles away from my home to my new town. I thought I had a job. I have no job because the economy was bad. I must, out of necessity, do something. I did something. It worked out step by step by step, and then I gained faith I gain confidence, and then it becomes like a spirit of I'm looking for the next challenge. You understand?
Faith is like a journey.
It's like a journey.
And we see that Apostle Paul in Romans described that we should follow the footsteps of Father Abraham, who is father of faith. So it's actually walking its steps that we take.
Right.
So if I hear you well, if we take a step, we will see a new horizons. Once when we go there, we will again see new horizons. And we should not from distance complain where we are and what if this happened or that. But I had the privilege to be with you before this interview, and you mentioned one interesting thing, which is not everyone is entrepreneur. Not everyone is called to basically employ people. And can you tell us how do you actually select people when you hire? I know today you have a big company. You have people and department that is taking care of that. But the first people that you picked, I believe in teamwork. I believe that it needs to be very important that you are with quality people, faithful people. When you see someone for the first time, what is actually that you are looking for?
Well, I think we talk about this at our company, that we don't always look for skill first. You know, obviously we want someone that has skill, but if they're not remaining teachable, remaining cooperative, remaining in an attitude of being part of our team, just because they have skill, then it doesn't always work out. The Bible in Timothy, I'd have to look up the verse that says that we should honor those people that are first faithful and then make them able. Not take those that are able and try to then somehow make them faithful. You understand? That's backwards. Because that's a character quality of being faithful, not just to come to work, but to join the team, add value to the team. So even if they have skills in what we need, faithful is important first.
Before skills.
And I will say along that line, we don't really like to go out and hire someone new into the company until first we've looked throughout all of our workers that have already proven themselves to be faithful, and we can see they're already faithful, and now we'll teach them the new skills to take on a new job. We would rather promote from within our company always. So not always possible.
Boundary is basically faithfulness before skill.
That's right.
And